So, you want to start your astrophotography journey, but you don't really know where to start. Believe me, I've been in the exact same boat. Not just a couple years ago, I started astrophotography, and I was completely clueless on what to do. And so, this is sort of going to be a hopefully long and in-depth series on the how to, get into astrophotography. Just the basics, and then we'll work up to the more in-depth topics in astrophotography. But this first video is just going to be about the gear that you need to start. Everything that you need to, get your feet in the water and start taking, some beautiful pictures of the night sky. So when I use the word gear, that can, in terms of astrophotography, that can mean literally anything. It could be something as cool as a fancy schmancy telescope with a cool astro-modified camera. That would be gear. Or, well, it could be the battery pack that I use to put in my camera. It really could mean anything. Astrophotographers love slapping the word gear on pretty much anything to make it sound cooler. It sounds a lot cooler when you go, oh, I have, so much so-and-so gear, when it's really just like a battery pack. It makes things sound cooler. It's like, let me have this, right? But I'm just going to start with the very, very basics. And so what I would consider to be the basics are a camera and a lens. It can be any lens. It doesn't have to be a telephoto lens. And convenient that I have it right here. Some form of tripod. Now, that's what I would consider to be the very basics to start astrophotography. Any form of those two. You can have a mirrorless, you can have a DSLR, you can have a full frame, any camera that you can use for normal photography, paired with just a nice sturdy tripod, and you can start astrophotography. From there, it's basically just learning your settings, the ISO, aperture, and shutter speed, and working with what you got from there. And so this is sort of what we're going to be building upon, is the DSLR and the tripod. From there we'll add on, the more complex gear like the trackers and the mounts and everything like that. But I want to take it slow because I find a lot of times that when people DM me or message me, they're like, oh, how do I start astrophotography? When I bring up like star trackers and mounts, that's sort of when I lose them, It's pretty complicated stuff, so I'm going to take it step by step. So, entry-level stuff, camera, lens, tripod. I'll see you in the next video where I will show you how to focus and how to frame, with your basics. So thank you.